So imagine a bouncer at a nightclub. You walk up to the door, and instead of checking your ID, the guy just starts obsessing over the exact brand of your shoelaces.
Right. Like totally missing the fact that you're actually the DJ they hired for the night.
Exactly. They're entirely missing the music for the dress code. And welcome to the deep dive, by the way. Today we're unpacking this really fascinating stack of notes about a major power shift in how we communicate.
Yeah, it's this huge clash between strict grammar traditionalists and the raw, kind of messy authenticity of direct voice-to-text dictation.
Right. Our mission here is to figure out exactly why sending an unpunctuated voice note suddenly feels like, a moral failing to some people.
It really is. It's a battle between the rigid rules we were all taught in school and the fluid reality of how you actually speak to someone in the real world today.
Okay, but I have to play the traditionalist for a second and push back right out of the gate. I mean, don't we need formal rules? Commas and periods exist for a reason, right?
Well, sure they do.
Because if you dictate a message and send me just a massive wall of unpunctuated text, aren't you just creating chaos? I mean, it is genuinely harder to read.
I mean, yeah, from a pure readability standpoint, sure, it takes an extra second to parse. But the source material argues that in this specific dynamic, the grammar policing isn't actually about clarity at all.
Wait, really? Then what is it about?
It operates as a shield. The author suggests these critics retreat into a very small, superficial corner.
A shield against the message itself, you mean?
Exactly. By jumping on a missing comma, they feel like they've landed this massive intellectual hit on you. They get to dismiss your entire argument without ever having to actually engage with the ideas you presented.
Oh, wow. That makes sense. It's like critiquing the physical pitch of someone's voice instead of actually listening to the words they're saying. You just attack the delivery mechanism to avoid the substance.
Yes, exactly that. And the essay labels this behavior as a form of egocentrism. The mechanism here is that traditionalists become so hyper-focused on their own strict framework of rules that they lose the capacity for real conversation.
Right. So if an idea doesn't arrive perfectly packaged in their preferred syntax, they just reject it outright.
Completely. But here is where it gets really interesting for you, the listener. The source points out that this isn't about you not knowing the rules.
Yeah, because wait, if I'm the one sending this unedited, dictated message, am I just being lazy? Like, why does the author frame this as claiming the intellectual high ground?
Because, according to the notes, it's a conscious choice. The text explicitly points out that you, the person dictating, have already proven you can write perfectly well. You know where the commas go?
Oh, I see. Right, so choosing not to edit is almost like a filter. You're demanding the receiver engage with your raw thought process.
Precisely. You are standing by the authenticity of your everyday life. And the author argues that by doing so, you hold up a mirror to the critics.
Okay, I have to challenge this concept of the mirror, though. The source uses some pretty intense language here, calling it self-hatred on the part of the grammar police.
It does go there, yeah.
It's intense. I mean, isn't it highly possible they just find run-on sentences annoying? Like, why jump all the way to self-hatred?
It is a bold claim, I'll give you that. But the logic the author follows is all about vulnerability. Formal writing creates a safe, predictable distance.
Because you have time to edit it and polish it up.
Right. Whereas direct, raw speech is intimate and unfiltered. The argument is that critics cling to rules because they are deeply uncomfortable with that vulnerability.
Oh, so the self-hatred stems from their own inability to drop the armor and disconnect.
Exactly. They can't do it, so they lash out at anyone who can.
Wow. So by refusing to play their syntax game, you establish a boundary. You aren't fighting them on their turf.
You achieve what the text calls profound psychological freedom. The author's final status check is that you are simply, quote, okay with it.
You're just okay with the messiness of it all.
Yeah. By accepting the raw nature of your communication, you create a distance where they're policing that little echo from their small circle no longer has any power over you whatsoever.
That is so empowering. The author's view is clear. You're moving forward in the real world with your authentic voice, while the critics are left behind, trapped by their own formatting.
They're stuck managing the syntax while you are actually exchanging meaning.
Still struggling with their commas, basically. Which brings us to a fascinating question to leave you with today.
I love this part. Let's hear it.
If hyperfixating on technical rules like a missing comma in a quick dictation can act as a defense mechanism to avoid genuine engagement, what other professional standards in your own life might actually just be shields preventing real human connection?